The video Angel in White Leather was a motorcycle fantasy. Abe had negotiated with Kawasaki for quite a few favors, because Angel would be showcasing their newest superbike. Actually, Kawasaki refers to the H2 as a hyperbike. It is a supercharged 1-liter machine producing 210 horsepower for a 500-pound bike. There is a track version that manages to produce 300 horsepower. Abe got Kawasaki to lend him a team of 4 Japanese stunt riders on Ninja 650s to frame the H2. They offered a stunt rider for the H2, but Abe told them that Angel would handle that herself. The Kawasaki people were incredulous. A rock singer, a musician, was going to display their fiercest street beast. They assumed Abe would be back when it became apparent that Angel could neither handle the bike nor keep up with their stunt drivers. The video would open with a montage of still shots of Angel and of the H2. They would be the co-stars. The montage would include a gauntlet blipping the throttle, a foot pressing down the shifter, a tantalizing shot of Angel's firm butt in the form-fitting seat, a side view of her coiled body molding itself to the pegs, seat, and handlebars, a close-up of her blackout helmet. Angel would not allow the Kawasaki green on her helmet. She considered it a garish and ugly color. The montage would be accompanied by the thrilling roar of the H2 engine being blipped. Scene changes to a very large parking lot, and Angel and her 4 wingmen start as a dot in the distance and quickly zoom to the camera. A short motorcycle ballet follows. Angel leads the team of 4 in a snake around an elaborate setup of orange cones. The H2 stops in front of the camera, and the stunt team does a crisscross pattern around her at extremely low speed. Angel's visor flips up. She dismounts, takes off her helmet, and does a very well choreographed dance number as she sings the song. After the song, Angel puts her helmet back on, gets on the H2, and leads the stunt drivers around a circle ending with the 650s standing cheek by jowl facing the camera. Angel continues off to the right as the camera zooms to quite a long shot. Angel's now a good distance to the right of the 650s. She does a smoky burnout, pops a wheelie, and heads toward the cluster of motorcycles. About 50 yards from the parked motorcycles, the H2 leaves the ground and sails in a totally impossible arc over the clustered bikes, doing a double backflip in the air at a height of about 150 feet. It then makes a soft landing and comes around to gather her entourage. She leads them away with a roar, and they quickly disappear into the distance. There is no indication in the script of exactly how the H2 is going to fly over the other motorcycles. When questioned, Abe says, "Don't worry, my stunt gal can do it." "But how?" he is asked. "If I knew, I'd be getting her paycheck," replied Abe. "I just know she can do it." Naturally, the video described as the final edit. Actually, the filming is divided into numerous clips, long shots, medium shots, close-ups, and the stills for the montage. All this takes about 1 week of hard work to get the raw material together. At the same time, Angel spends 2 days in a recording studio, doing the vocals with her backing band. The high point of the filming is a female stunt driver whose body's a dead ringer for Angel's. She walks out onto the parking lot and takes the bike from Angel. They hug. Then Angel walks behind the cameras and watches the more difficult stunts getting filmed. They set up the shot so that the 4 650s come in an arc and line up side by side, very close to each other. The H2 comes around the same arc, but passes in front of the other bikes. It arcs out a couple of 100 yards to the right of the bikes as the camera zooms to a very long shot. The H2 stops. The driver revs the engine, does a useless but impressive burnout. She releases the clutch, and the front wheel comes off the ground. The H2 accelerates toward the nervous Kawasaki stunt drivers. About 50 feet before some very nasty damage to 5 new motorcycles and 5 insane drivers, the rear wheel of the H2 leaves the ground, sails high over the parked bikes, and comes to a soft landing. It circles around, and the stunt drivers follow it around and off away from the camera into the distance. The entire crew is stunned, but soon breaks into loud applause and cheering. The bikes circle and come back to the staging area. Everyone parks and dismounts, and the 4 Kawasaki guys surround the woman who drove the H2, chattering among themselves in Japanese. They pound her back. She opens her visor. She is a dead ringer for Angel. Then she says something to the stunt drivers in Japanese, closes the visor, and walks off. What did she say? They ask the Japanese drivers, unaware that none of them speak any English. The Kawasaki rep goes over and asks the drivers what the other driver said, and walks back to the crew. She said, "Have you never seen a samurai before?" There were also a couple of untranslatable Japanese insults thrown in, reported the Kawasaki rep. "That's my grandfather," exclaims Eleanor. She receives a puzzled look from everyone around her. "Grandmother, I mean." More puzzled looks.